Don't ask me to solo over yet. I can't do it right now, but soon I'll be able to do it. So what's going on, you guys? I thought I wanted to make a different kind of video today, like not something that's like super structured. I just kind of wanted to have a discussion on something that I've been thinking about just recently as I've been doing, starting up lessons with a couple students. And that is the question of, when is it too late to start playing guitar? Before we get started with the discussion, I'd just like to really quick remind you guys to like, subscribe if you're enjoying what we're doing here. I'm trying to create a community of guitar players and help people out, so it really helps me out when I get that engagement. Thanks so much. Now, I'm pretty young. I'm 20 years old, about to be 21 in December. But I really only started playing guitar about 5 years ago, and I only started like seriously studying guitar about 2 or 3 years ago when I finally got my first couple of private lessons in college. The thing is that I never really had any type of teacher or instruction, like I said, up until college started. And I was mostly a self-taught musician, where a lot of us are, some of us that are watching videos on YouTube as we speak. But one of the big things that, now that I have students and I'm at a place where I think I'm starting to figure out my stuff on the instrument, people have like asked me like if it's too late to get started. And it tends to be a lot of older people, but a lot of younger people my age who, haven't grown up playing an instrument since they were 6 years old will say, oh, it's too late for me to learn guitar or whatever. The thing about guitar is that it's such an accessible instrument with so many different levels of output. And what I mean by that is that if you just want to play cowboy chords, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just want to learn how to play those basic chords and strum along to your favorite songs that play on the radio, you can totally do that. And the instrument is perfect for that because, it's so accessible. It's such an effective... That's like one of the most effective ways to play the instrument because it's like, it's there. It's just, you just got to learn those chord patterns and then learn what the chords in the song are, and then you're good. And then there's other people, like me, I'm trying to get a little bit more into the jazz thing, you know what I'm saying? Try to get myself a little bit more into I don't want to say like a difficult level. I would say maybe a more advanced level of musicianship. That's something that's, totally accessible to you as well. But, there's so many places that we can go with this. Another thing that, it came to mind really because I have a new student who is in her 50s and she's starting to learn guitar. Like, she knew like a chord or two, but she's effectively a beginner at the instrument. And it's just awesome to be able to teach someone, who's not like a little kid who's like just learning, because, kids kind of like absorb everything. They can take in a lot of information and they can learn stuff quick if they put their minds to it, obviously. As I don't do always. But basically, like, teaching an adult, it's like they have just as much capability to learn something like this. It just might take a little bit more work. And that's the thing about learning any instrument or any skill. It just takes, it's the work you put into it that's going to reap you whatever result. I just think it's something that's really hard sometimes because life gets in the way. So, for example, work a full-time job when I'm not making videos on YouTube. And I'm a full-time student as well. So a lot of times it's hard to find, even myself when I'm a music student, it's hard to find times to practice or to want to be, learning new stuff on my instrument. Sometimes I'll just get in my old ways and play the same, like, I play that all the time, like those like diatonic chord progressions. It's easy to just sit and play those things, but like it's harder to sit down and say, okay, let me work on, playing some of these, like, I'm working on like Holdsworth voicings right now, so that one's hard. You have to like stretch a lot. The point is, I'm constantly trying to, explore the instrument, find the next level, where I want to go next. That's something that I really love about this instrument because there's so much I can do. I can learn how to play so many different variations of scales, single note lines, rhythm guitar. Not to mention the gear aspect of it. There's so many different guitars out there that do different things. This guitar won't sound the same as my Strat back here, and my Strat won't sound the same as that SG style guitar right there. it's just a huge world. For people who are trying to get into guitar, I have like maybe just some quick tips, some quick advice that will help you kind of get your foot in the door. First of all, if you're gonna buy a new instrument, try to get something, the best thing that you can. Obviously, you know, we're not all in a financial situation to pay thousands of dollars for a guitar, or even like maybe a couple like $100 for a guitar, but something that's like, I think nowadays, especially with like what's coming out from companies like Orange Wood, Breedlove comes to mind. Even some of the Yamaha stuff has gotten a lot better over the years. With like $250 to $300, you can get such a good instrument. Something that's gonna like really be conducive to helping you learn, not hindering your ability to get better on the instrument. There's also a ton of resources on YouTube, but a lot of the times we can get kind of like clouded in where we want to go because there's so many options. I have that problem. When there's so much choice, it's hard for me to like pick one thing, and I end up kind of again falling back into just doing the same thing I do all the time, right? But I think the most important things to look for are going to be the things that are going to make you happy first. Yeah, you can learn all the theory, and you can learn that, you know, how to play like over these altered chords and do all that type of stuff. Yeah, but if you're not learning music, if you're not doing the actual purpose of the instrument, which is to play songs and to make, you know, bring out your creative side, it's not worth it. You're just learning exercises and chords for nothing. So try to, you know, balance, like, what if you're teaching yourself, finding song tutorials, learning songs that you like, playing along with recordings of artists that you truly admire, and that's going to make you want to get better. And it doesn't matter if you're 60 years old trying to pick up the instrument, because you're going to be learning songs that you've always loved and that a part of you probably always wanted to learn how to play. So that's going to be all for the video today, guys. I just wanted to do a quick little discussion because it's something I was thinking about a lot, and it's something I'm really passionate about, and I think that a lot of us could, you know, benefit from. Before I wrap up here, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching the full video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Comment down below to let me know what you want to see next on the channel, and I hope you guys have a great day.